If you want to learn impactful entrepreneurial strategies from the lives of successful entrepreneurs throughout history, this video is for you. Explore the journeys of 10 successful entrepreneurs and discover important lessons on how to take risks and innovate to create valuable businesses that positively impact the community. How can you learn? Focus on their entrepreneurial approaches and their effects on the business community, and you will find the right path for yourself. Are you ready to become a successful entrepreneur? Let's get started. We often hear about the titans of industry, the Henry Fords, the Steve Jobs, the Bill Gates. But what about the individuals whose innovations and spirit laid the groundwork for modern business practices? This exploration delves into the lives of 10 remarkable figures, often overlooked, whose entrepreneurial ventures not only achieved success, but also left an indelible mark on society and offer valuable lessons for the youth of today. Let's explore the journey of unsung entrepreneurs from history, highlighting their impact on business and the lessons we can adopt in our lives. Number 1. Zhang Qian in 2nd century BCE, the pioneer of global trade routes. Zhang Qian was not a merchant or industrialist, but an envoy dispatched by Emperor Wu of Han Dynasty China to forge alliances in Central Asia against the Xiongnu. His missions, however, inadvertently opened up the legendary Silk Road. He traveled west, encountering new cultures, trade goods, and opportunities, effectively creating a network for cultural and economic exchange. Let's explore his entrepreneurial approach. Zhang Qian's entrepreneurship lay in his willingness to explore the unknown, identify opportunities, and take calculated risks. He persevered through hardship, imprisonment, and diplomatic challenges, all in the name of achieving a greater strategic goal. His impact on business industry, he effectively created the foundations for globalization and international trade. He illustrated the importance of reconnaissance, understanding foreign markets, and building cross-cultural relationships. Lessons for youth from the story of Zhang Qian. His journey highlights the importance of vision, adaptability, and resilience. You don't need to be a traditional business person to change the world. You need to have the courage to challenge the status quo and explore uncharted territories. Number 2. Ibn Khaldun, from 1332 to 1406, the sociologist of economic cycles. Ibn Khaldun was a North African polymath, considered one of the founders of sociology, historiography, demography, and economics, and his seminal work, the Muqaddimah, provides insights into the rise and fall of civilizations, which he attributed to economic factors like productivity, trade, and taxation. Let's explore the entrepreneurial approach of Ibn Khaldun. Khaldun's approach was analytical and visionary. He didn't build a company, but he understood the underlying principles that drive economic growth and societal prosperity. He questioned conventional wisdom and looked for patterns in history to predict future trends. His impact on business industry. Khaldun's work offers a framework for understanding economic cycles, the role of government in economic development, and the importance of human capital. He anticipated many modern economic concepts centuries before they were formally defined. Lessons for youth from the story of Ibn Khaldun. Critical thinking, analytical skills, and a deep understanding of history are essential for success in any field. Learn to identify patterns, challenge assumptions, and think long-term. Number 3. Johann Gutenberg, from 1395 to 1468, the disruptor of information. Johann Gutenberg was a German goldsmith and printer who introduced printing to Europe with his mechanical movable type printing press. His invention revolutionized the way information was disseminated, leading to the Renaissance, the Reformation, and the scientific revolution. Gutenberg's biggest entrepreneurial approach was the recognition of a market need that was faster and cheaper book production. He developed groundbreaking technology to meet that need. He faced technical challenges, financial difficulties, and legal disputes, but he persevered in bringing his invention to the market. Gutenberg's impact on business industry. He democratized access to information, creating new markets for books and other printed materials. His invention also spurred the development of new industries, such as publishing, advertising, and journalism. Youth should learn the lesson of innovation, perseverance, and a willingness to disrupt the status quo are key to entrepreneurial success. Don't be afraid to challenge existing technologies or business models. Number 4, Fugger family from 14th to 16th centuries. The powerhouse financiers. The Fugger family were a German banking dynasty that rose to prominence in the 15th and 16th centuries. They financed the Habsburg emperors, controlled European silver and copper mines, and played a key role in the election of Charles V as Holy Roman Emperor. The entrepreneurial approach of Fugger family. The Fuggers were masters of finance, developing sophisticated banking techniques, managing risk, and building a vast international network. They understood the power of capital and used it to influence political and economic events. Future families' impact on business. They pioneered modern banking practices, such as international finance, diversification, and risk management. They demonstrated the power of finance in shaping global affairs. Youth should learn from the Fugger family that financial literacy, strategic thinking, and a global perspective are essential for success in today's interconnected world. Understand how money works and how it can be used to create wealth and influence. Number 5. Madam C.J. Walker, from 1867 to 1919. The self-made millionaire. Sarah Breedlove, known as Madam C.J. Walker, was an African-American entrepreneur, philanthropist, and political activist. After suffering from a scalp condition that caused her to lose her hair, she developed and marketed a line of hair care products for African-American women. Let's understand her entrepreneurial approach. Walker identified an underserved market and created a product that met the specific needs of that market. She used innovative marketing techniques, such as door-to-door sales and direct mail, to reach her customers. She also empowered other women by offering them employment opportunities as sales agents. Her impact on business industry. She became one of the first African-American self-made millionaires, demonstrating that success is possible regardless of race or gender. She also paved the way for other African-American entrepreneurs and contributed to the economic empowerment of her community. Youth should learn from her journey that how to identify unmet needs, develop innovative solutions, and empower others to achieve success. Don't let obstacles or discrimination hold you back. Number 6. Helena Rubinstein, 1872 to 1965. The beauty mogul. Helena Rubinstein was a Polish-American businesswoman, art collector, and philanthropist. She was the founder of Helena Rubinstein Incorporated, one of the world's leading cosmetics companies. Let's explore her entrepreneurial approach. Rubinstein was a visionary who understood the power of marketing and branding. She created a sophisticated image for her products and targeted wealthy and influential women. She also invested heavily in research and development, creating innovative new products that met the changing needs of her customers. Her impact on business industry. She transformed the cosmetics industry, turning it into a multi-billion-dollar global business. She also challenged traditional beauty standards and empowered women to embrace their individuality. Youth should learn from her journey how to understand the target market, create a strong brand, and embrace innovation. Don't be afraid to challenge conventions or disrupt established industries. Number 7. Coco Chanel, from 1883 to 1971. The rebel of fashion. Gabrielle Bonheur. Coco Chanel was a French fashion designer and businesswoman. She founded the Chanel brand, which revolutionized women's fashion with its simple, elegant, and comfortable designs. Her entrepreneurial approach. Chanel challenged the restrictive and elaborate fashions of the early 20th century, offering women a new style that was both practical and chic. She understood the needs and desires of modern women and created clothing that empowered them to express their individuality. Her impact on business industry. She transformed the fashion industry, creating a global brand that is synonymous with elegance, sophistication, and innovation. She also empowered women to break free from traditional gender roles and embrace their independence. Lessons for youth from her life. Challenge conventions, embrace innovation, and empower others to express their individuality. Don't be afraid to break the rules or disrupt established industries. Number 8. Olive Ann Beach, from 1903 to 1993. The First Lady of Aviation. Olive Ann Beach was an American businesswoman who co-founded the Beech Aircraft Corporation with her husband, Walter Beech. After his death, she took over as CEO and led the company to become one of the world's leading general aviation aircraft manufacturers. Her entrepreneurial approach. Beech was a visionary leader who understood the importance of innovation, quality, and customer service. She invested heavily in research and development, creating innovative new aircraft that met the evolving needs of the aviation industry. She also built a strong relationship with her customers, providing them with exceptional service and support. Her impact on business industry. She broke gender barriers in the male-dominated aviation industry, demonstrating that women can be successful leaders in any field. She also transformed the aviation industry, making general aviation aircraft more accessible and affordable. Lessons for youth from her journey. Embrace innovation, prioritize quality, and build strong relationships with your customers. Don't let gender stereotypes or other barriers hold you back from achieving your goals. Number 9. Akio Morita, from 1921 to 1999. The globalizer of electronics. Akio Morita was a Japanese businessman and co-founder of Sony Corporation. He transformed Sony from a small radio repair shop into a global electronics powerhouse. His entrepreneurial approach. Morita was a visionary who understood the potential of new technologies and the importance of international markets. He invested heavily in research and development, creating innovative new products that met the changing needs of consumers around the world. He also embraced global marketing and branding, building a strong international reputation for Sony. His impact on business industry. He helped to transform Japan into a global economic power and demonstrated the importance of innovation, quality, and international marketing. He showed the world the power of Japanese ingenuity and business acumen. Lessons for youth from Akio's journey. Embrace innovation, think globally, and prioritize quality. Don't be afraid to challenge established brands or expand into new markets. Number 10. Muhammad Yunus. Born in 1940, the banker to the poor. Muhammad Yunus is a Bangladeshi social entrepreneur, banker, economist, and civil society leader who was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for founding the Grameen Bank and pioneering the concepts of microcredit and microfinance. His entrepreneurial approach. Yunus identified a major social problem, poverty, and developed an innovative solution, microcredit, to address that problem. He challenged traditional banking practices and created a new model that served the needs of the poor. His impact on the business industry. He demonstrated that business can be a force for social good and inspired countless social entrepreneurs around the world. He has shown how to address poverty and create economic opportunities for marginalized communities. Young entrepreneurs can learn from his journey to identify social problems, develop innovative solutions, and use business as a force for good. Don't be afraid to challenge conventional wisdom or disrupt established institutions. The enduring legacy of unsung entrepreneurs. These 10 figures, though diverse in their backgrounds and industries, share a common thread. They were all innovators, risk-takers, and problem-solvers. They challenged the status quo, embraced new technologies, and empowered others to achieve success. Their stories offer valuable lessons for the youth of today, reminding us that entrepreneurship is not just about making money. It's about creating value, solving problems, and making a positive impact on the world. By studying their journeys, we can learn to cultivate the skills and mindsets needed to thrive in an increasingly complex and competitive global economy. These unsung heroes of business remind us that anyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, can shape history through innovation, determination, and a commitment to making a difference.